Hi, everyone. Welcome to the IMI Global webinar series. Today, I have a special guest with me. I am with Harold Bertz. He is with the American Red Angus Association, and we're going to talk a little bit today about their breed verified program. So, Harold, if you would start off by giving us a more formal introduction and telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, thanks, Ashley. As she said, I'm Harold Bertz. I'm the Director of Commercial Marketing at Red Angus, and we're somewhat unique in that we have an entire team. I work with 5 other people, and we are part of the, we primarily spend most of our time working with commercial cattlemen that use Red Angus bulls, and that's our focus, always has been since the inception of Red Angus, and we continue to do that today.
Awesome. That's so exciting. Thank you again for being here. So we're going to talk about your breed verified program that we've partnered with you with. So will you kind of talk about, what is it called? What are the qualifications and some of the requirements for a producer looking to maybe think about enrolling in it?
Sure. We have 2 verification programs, but our primary one is our feeder calf certification program. Our feeder calf certification program is an age, source, and genetic verifier. So our enrollment is over the phone. Answer a few questions to provide us information about age and source, and then we'll take care of the breed verification. But what that means is that those cattle that are enrolled in the program are out of a registered Red Angus bull that has been transferred into the account of the person ordering or enrolling the calves in the program. Our other program is our Allied Access program, which is an age and source program only without the genetic verification.
So kind of talk to us a little bit of why did you guys decide to build this program?
Yeah, so our program, we're celebrating our birthday this year. We're 25 years old. So a long time ago that we felt there was definitely a need in the industry to identify red cattle that were Red Angus sired, and that was the main focus of the program. But we've found that it just continues, it always has, and it continues to provide some differentiation. When you age source those cattle and then throw on that genetic verification, it does, the marketplace is noisy, and it certainly gives us a little bit of differentiation. It gives our producers that pride of ownership and certainly the extra value added components to their cattle.
So kind of rolling into, why a producer should do this, how does this program benefit the producer?
So again, beyond the differentiation in the noisy marketplace, we found some real value in for those producers that do enroll their cattle in our FCCP program. We came across some research that was done by Merck Animal Health on some superior livestock data, and that was compiled at Kansas State. And what we found, we had them compare a Red Angus sired calf that was enrolled in our FCCP program to a Red Angus sired calf that was not enrolled into the program. And what we found was there was a $2.98 per hundredweight advantage for that calf that was enrolled. So that economics, that nearly $3 a hundredweight speaks volumes to our producers that are using those Red Angus bulls, and they certainly see the added value there. We see it in every marketplace. We just feel like that tag, again, just identifies those cattle, gives them one more level of value, and we feel like the producers experience that because it provides some competition for those calves in whatever market they choose.
So, we've kind of touched on, from a producer's standpoint, and I really want to, talk about how does this program benefit consumers and what should they look for?
Sure. So, well, we have a lot of consumers of these calves because ours is primarily a feeder calf program, of course, but, whether it's a feedlot, a packer, or me when I go to the grocery store, I think each of us has a level of value that we can experience from the program. I think that, the feeder and packer are certainly looking for more information about the genetics of the calves. They want to know more about what those calves are and how they're going to perform for them, as well as the age and source component, which opens it up to the markets for folks like me I want to know the story behind that beef. And I think that you don't have to pick up a lot of research on what our consumers want. They want to know more about the products they're eating. And I think this is just a basic level of adding to that whole story. I mean, we're able to track this down to tell you the age of the calf. We're able to tell you where it grew up, pretty much all about its life and the ranch that it grew up on. So we think there's some real value for every piece of the chain as it moves forward. But I think we're really starting to see the end consumer demand that information.
That's awesome. And something that's so important, like kind of like you've touched on, and now more than ever, you know, with the way our world is today, consumers really want to know where their food comes from and you know, the process of it getting to, you know, farm to plate essentially. So that is awesome. Is there anything else that you would like producers to know that we really haven't talked about, or anything that you really think would, you know, be beneficial to them moving forward?
Right. Well, I guess the one thing we haven't talked about is our relationship with you folks at IMI, and that's been a huge component. And through a mutual agreement for the last couple of years, our age and source components for both the feeder calf certification program and the Allied Access program now qualify for the age and source components that you folks need to go further if we have producers that are in our programs that want to go further in the verification process. So it qualifies if they want to go through you folks to get NHTC verification or verified natural or beef cares. Our programs do qualify as the age and source part of that. And that's been a huge bonus to our producers. Again, you know, we focus on those commercial cattlemen. This relationship has just worked out superbly for us and for our customers, because they have we've had a lot of positive comments about how they like still being able to be enrolled in FCCP and continue their enrollment through, or their verifications through you folks over at IMI. So we have really appreciated that relationship, and we know we've got a lot of our customers that have enjoyed it and taken advantage of it as well.
Well, Harold, we really appreciate your guys' hard work, and in a lot of cases encouraging your producers to look at other marketing options, you know, with IMI Global and expanding their marketing opportunities with us. So thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us. What's a good way if a producer is watching this and they want to maybe look at either the Allied Access program or the feeder calf program, what's the best way to get started with you guys and get a hold of you?
You bet. It's very simple. Like I say, our enrollment's all over the phone. We have two great gals that work in our program. Chessie Mitchell is based out of Texas, and Jean Ann Druid is based out of Kansas, and they'll answer the phone about any time. So give them a call. They just called the association number 940-387-3502 and hit extension 2, and you're going to go right to our tagging program. Those gals will run you through the interview process, and if they are pretty busy a lot of times, so leave a message and they'll get you called back. But they do a wonderful job of helping our customers, not only with this, but then getting them, if they want to go further with their verifications, getting them moved over to the right people at IMI. So they're great people to work with, and I encourage you to give them a call. Like I say, the interview process is all over the phone. It's extremely simple. I've even done it, so I know it's easy.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Harold. Thank you guys for checking in today and watching our webinar with Harold Bertz. If you're interested in learning more about the Red Angus FCCP program, you can always check out our IMI Global website, or obviously get a hold of the Red Angus Association and they'll point you in the right direction. So thanks again.
Thanks, Ashley.